In this video, we will be showing how to install an Ibex wireless push-button kit on a TX31 Mini Round Baler with net wrap. Before beginning this project, check your kit to ensure that the following parts are included: valve body assembly, electromagnetic solenoid, hard case, battery, battery charger, wireless receiver, remote transmitter and wiring harness, the provided zip tie holders and zip ties, retrofit wire adapters for older baler models. For newer balers, these are not needed and can be discarded. Tools you will need for this project include 10mm ratchet, 10mm wrench, two 13mm wrenches, 27mm wrench, 24mm wrench, 19mm wrench, Phillips screwdriver, and a 3mm Allen wrench. First, remove the two thumb screws from the top of the baler and lift up on the top cover. Next, raise the net brake, lock it up and out of the way, and rotate it back. This will allow you to move the net wrap up and out to the right so that the bolt to the battery box can be accessed on the left side of the net wrap chamber. Now that the net wrap is out of the way, disconnect the two wires that are attached to the battery box. Next, using a 10mm socket and wrench, loosen the bolt to the battery box and remove the battery box. Now, the hydraulic pull arm needs to be removed. First, detach the cotter pin and washer. Using two 13mm wrenches, loosen the bolt on the pull arm. Remove the bolt and the pull arm. Next, the pull rod needs to be removed. First, detach the cotter pin and washer from the rod. Slide the rod out of the actuating plate, twist it, and remove it from the frame. Next, remove the activation arm. To do this, remove the set screw on the main lock ring using a 3mm Allen wrench. Using a 27mm wrench, loosen and unscrew the bolt on the activation arm. Then remove the activation arm. Now you need to remove the hydraulic valve in order to replace it with the magnetic valve for the push-button kit. With a 24mm wrench, remove the bolt at the hydraulic valve. It will leak a little bit of fluid. Be ready to quickly attach the magnetic valve in its place to reduce fluid loss. Be sure to have a paper towel or rag handy. Tighten up the new valve with a 24mm wrench. The valve is aluminum, so be sure not to over-tighten it and cause breakage. If you feel that you've lost a lot of fluid during this process, make sure to check the levels when finished and replenish if needed. Now install the electromagnetic solenoid. Simply slide it on the hydraulic valve with the flat prong to the back. Using a 19mm wrench, screw the nut in place with the shoulder to the inside and the threads to the outside. Now you are ready to install the magnetic battery case and wiring. First, place the new battery box on the front of the baler's frame directly to the left and slightly below the baler's top link bracket. Next, feed the wiring through the baler's now open frame slots where the pull lever was located. Attach the electromagnetic solenoid to the green and yellow terminals on the new wiring harness. Match light colors together, yellow to yellow and green to green. Now, plug the red and black terminals from your new wiring harness to the baler's factory wiring that was previously connected to the already removed 9-volt battery box. Be aware that there are certain years of balers that have male connectors coming from the baler's factory wiring. In this case, use the provided wiring adapters to resolve this issue. Once everything is wired, it's time to test your kit before heading out to bale. First, locate the wireless remote control. Next, open the battery case and turn the battery on by flipping the power switch located on the left side of the battery. Once on, the battery indicator will show the battery life via lighted green LED bars. After confirming that the battery is on, close the case. Press and release the A button on the wireless remote control. You should now see a red LED light on the electromagnetic solenoid located on the hydraulic pump that was installed earlier. If the red LED indicator is on, press and release the A button again to turn it off. If the LED indicator is not on, press the A button again to ensure that you did in fact trigger the circuit. The wireless technology will adapt to the distance of the remote with time, so it might take a few times of pressing the button for the remote to function properly. Next, locate the bale full sensor switch on the hydraulic pump, or right side of the baler. You'll find it near the middle towards the rear of the baler. Press the switch to test the alarm. The alarm siren will make a loud sound. If the siren sounds when the switch is pressed, you have successfully installed and tested the Ibex wireless push-button kit on a TX31 Mini Round Baler with net wrap. If you have any other questions, please feel free to type them in the comments or contact us at 833-888-IBEX. Happy baling!